Hey guys, we haven't done a live in a long time, so we wanted to pop on. And as you can tell, where else would we be with this kind of a setting?
And close to Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas, guys. Waco, Texas. And everything that we've watched on TV with Chip and Joanne, with Fixer Upper, and what they did in central Waco with the silo area. If you put it on your list, if you haven't been there, put it on your list. It's phenomenal. It's fun. Everybody was in a great mood. The staff was incredible. But just all the market and the food trucks and just everything about it was really, really neat. And I have to add, we really got into watching it on TV when we had a situation where we didn't have a choice. Hannah went through a situation. We started looking for something decent on TV to watch. There's not really a lot of good TV these days. So Fixer Upper became one of our go-tos. Just fun things going on, really cute, cool things they're doing in the houses. Chip's silly personality making us laugh. They tried to tell me that I was Chip's twin brother. They said I was Chip's twin brother. Joanne said it on one of the episodes, and so it's been really funny. So anyway, the reason why we started watching it was what?
Oh, because I had infusion a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. And I ended up in bed for quite a while recuperating and then in a wheelchair. Plus couldn't walk anywhere for almost 3 months. So had a lot more downtime in front of the TV initially as I was recuperating. So yeah, that's when we found Fixer Upper and watched like almost all 5 seasons right away. So that was kind of fun. Like it was just a good short burst to TV that we could do together in the evenings. And
We're actually at a trailer park. I'm gonna give a little show. So, one of the things I'm concerned about also is the wind. Remember how the wind makes it so we can't hear so good? Check this out, guys. This is the back side of the trailer park. There's the office.
I'm not gonna last in the sun.
It's just so cute.
Here, is it okay?
Let's slide. We're gonna move the set. Let's come up into the shade
Here, I'll
or
hold
out that way.
and you lift the chairs.
Well, you know.
I have an idea.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
And ain't this cute, guys? And yesterday this was full of sheep, and it just was really, really cute. So Hannah's she's got ideas.
I have ideas.
You can see you from the neck down right now.
Okay. So my idea is you do the lifting. Somewhere in the shade.
How about your scooter?
Yeah, all of a sudden the sun came out. And so pretty. Look at the cute bridge. Here's my other thing while he's moving the chairs, which I think is super cool. Look at their garages. It's just, what do you call that metal stuff? It's literally just metal. Maybe they have like a little, but it's so cool. Those are like garages, covers. Love that. And look at the fan. And the office is here and our RV is literally on the other side of it. We did the laundry this morning. Here we go.
So I'll sit down and you can kind of bring it in on me.
Yeah.
Make sure you're getting in the picture. No, I really wanted to see the bridge and the water.
Okay.
Closer probably is the better because of the wind.
You won't see the...
And also, guys, the people around here are really something. I mean, there's people right around here that they're like, we have never been to the silos, and they live right here in Waco. So it's actually a very busy city, a very fast growing area. It is Texas, and so it's just really neat. And the weather has been interesting. The humidity in the air is definitely there. The lady one of the ladies we met yesterday, she said it's air you can wear. it's that heavy. But we're blessed with a breeze today, so it's keeping it moving pretty good.
Still in the sun.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It's gonna get all sweaty now.
Yeah. So I don't know what all you want to talk about, so I'm just going to add a couple things also. We are a little more than halfway through a 3,000-mile bike ride across the country. The whole idea, everybody around me, including myself, said this was crazy. And I mean, after I just turned 57, went through stage 4 cancer 6 years ago, watched my body melt off of me, so really didn't even know if I could do this. And started pedaling, and it might be, 40-mile day, 45, 50-mile day, whatever it is. I didn't know if I could do it or not until we were a good 2 weeks into this. And what I really started to see was my body was getting stronger. So my legs were getting stronger. I felt better on the bike, even riding into the wind or uphill. And so that was kind of a neat thing to see when you challenge yourself, what you really can do when either you don't know or everybody around you says you're crazy and you can't do that.
All right, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
What has been your very favorite thing the first 38 days? Today's day 38 of Ride Like a Driver.
Demo day. I had to get my souvenir cup. Demo day. So my most favorite thing.
I know it's a hard question, so I'm not even sure I would know how to answer that.
I've got a short list of favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
My most favorite thing is when we are home, we may tell somebody our story at the grocery store or in the park walking the dog, or wherever we're at, the people we bump into, the people that God puts in our path, we get to tell our story. Mm-hmm. Well, we're on the road all the time right now, and it's a combination of most places we've been, like RV parks. People are not in a hurry. They don't have to hurry up and get their groceries and go home like if we're at the grocery store. They want to hang out and talk. So I would have to say the biggest, the coolest thing that's happened so far is the unbelievable number of people that we've shared our God story with. And the look on their face and the questions we get and the hugs and praying with people, it is undescribable unless you're actually doing it. It's hard for us to describe and say, this is the way you feel when you see tears running down someone's face and they give you a hug because they love your story. And I don't know how many times I've heard people say, Jesus sent you over here today. God sent you over here today. From Lou at his pizza place, to the young lady in the parking lot that I talked to yesterday that was a parking lot attendant that was taking money for her church. I told the story. She started crying. She said, my husband passed 10 days ago, and God sent you over here right now. So I would say the people that we meet, the other things on my short list would be going across the country at 15 to 20 miles an hour and seeing a farm, a ranch, longhorn bulls, deer running everywhere, wild turkeys everywhere.
The cow you have to drive by.
We've seen
Literally.
three cows that got out on the road so far that I went right by, and I'm looking at it, I was like, is it a bull, is it a cow? And I just ride right by them, and they're out of the pen. So, but it's just you're seeing the countryside at 15 to 20 miles an hour instead of 80 miles an hour trying to get somewhere and not looking at that mountain range, that big beautiful Texas ranch, and down around Fredericksburg, not knowing that it must be an amazing climate right there, because there is miles and miles and miles of grapevines and vineyards and places to stop for wine tasting. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that was honestly from the how many miles have we gone? 1,700
miles.
Something like that. That piece was my favorite to drive through so far, because it's not that other parts weren't pretty, but that was stunning, truly, like unexpected, completely unexpected in Texas for me, because I just don't know Texas at all. And yeah, it was just so picturesque. It was like a place I want to go back to, and I have not said that anywhere yet. This is probably the next place I've actually really enjoyed seeing. Like here, I love this countryside. People are really nice, and I feel like I always imagine, like, could I live here? I know you do that too. Like,
Yeah.
is this somewhere I could ever live?
Right.
And I feel that way about here, actually, and like that wine area for sure. So it's just really amazing.
Yeah. And with on the same note, I've driven from Ohio to Arizona, which you dip into Texas, and you go across the mountains everywhere. And when we started coming through southern Texas and coming up, we hit an area that I was absolutely blown away by, and that was the rolling hills, and big enough hills to call mountains. I didn't know Texas had so many mountains and hills. Then we went from also a desert environment from being down south to humidity and moisture, and we're like, what's going on? And the gentleman next to us in the RV site said, you just passed through enough Texas, now you're getting air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and you're getting moisture in the air, and you're getting humidity, and everything all of a sudden went from desert brown to beautiful green grass, trees, lush, almost a little homesick for Ohio. Pennsylvania kind of reminds me of something like that. So yeah, the entire journey's been just absolutely beautiful.
Okay, I have another favorite. Getting to do this with you every day. Like, I think that's been really special. It's like one giant adventure every single day. And some days we're actually in the vehicle together, like driving. It's rare. Usually it's when there's an issue with the bike. But during the day, I love like getting to be involved. Safety vehicle, so I drive 15, whatever, however fast Chuck's driving. I have my headphones on behind him with Jackson in the front seat. My co-pilot. He said shotgun every morning when I get in my driver's seat. But I love like getting to be a part of the whole thing and getting to sort of protect you. And I love that you trust me to drive Howie in the first place. But I really love it, like getting to be involved and sharing our stories, sometimes our lives, and sharing like what we're doing. So I think it's really like, I know we get used to it. We get used to our story, whether it's the miracle or the like all the thousands of crazy things that happened to us over the last 2.5 years of meeting. But like how phenomenal it is to be able to get to do this at all. You know, get to go on adventure for God. Literally, we're on mission for Him. And I love that we just get to do it together and help take care of each other, you know. And once we get to camp, it's like the campground. We each have our little jobs, but like you're all in to do
Hooking stuff up
and yeah. And then days like when we have our off day, I'm not gonna call it rest day.
Go rest.
You know, we each have our things that we like to do, what we excel at. So I clean the whole bathroom and I